Good afternoon. My name is Scott Redler, Chief Strategic Officer at TWTR.com. Welcome to today's recap and look ahead. So lots of earnings are coming on, so I'm going to be quick. I was just out there trading. If you're on the VTF, you get to watch at least live. I can't tweet about all the ins and outs, just like yesterday. But anyway, let's just go real quickly to the indices. As Janet Yellen and the Fed was somewhat hawkish, but mixed enough where, just a lot of things kind of went that didn't make exact sense, but that's the way this market's been trading. Let's go to the chart. Here you go. Here's your chart of the SPX. This range is getting old. I'll tell you that much. If they want to wear everyone out, well, they're probably doing a really good job of it. Here is the upper end of this range. This was your 2-year breakout. Here's your 21-day moving average. It's been a pretty choppy mess in the actual indices. But I guess if you've been in the stocks, trading back and forth, you're doing pretty well. You're still in this range. Fed is behind us. I don't know. It's got to get above this 2175 to break out. Very choppy in here. I don't know exactly what it means, but I'm starting to get worn out with these indices itself. IWM, another closing high. Very choppy, no stretching, but still working its way higher. This was your floor. Here's your 8-day. It's following. I guess that's good. It's not extended like it did here. Extended, sideways, nudging up. Banks didn't really have much power. You would have thought they would have a little bit more power with a hawkish Fed, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Here is your inside range. There you go. As far as the action's concerned, yesterday I was in the recap. I talked about buying Apple above 101 as long as it holds. It was there a lot after hours. It didn't give you much action today, but we'll see what we have tomorrow. At this point, all we have is really a point of reference to trade against. Maybe it hovers here for a session or so. Obviously it's got to digest this move. But I would think it would take this out. I don't know. Apple's been frustrating for 2 years or so. Maybe it gets better. I am long Apple from today. That end of the day move was kind of, pain in the tuchus, but it is what it is. What's the closing price? Oh, it says it closed at 103.28. It would be better if that's the case. We shall see. Big gap up. I'm thinking there's got to be more. Like the stock was right here before the numbers, and now you almost have this island bottom also, where you have a gap down. Sideways, everyone's trapped, gap up, little sideways action, and I think you'd be long tier 1 versus spot, and then maybe tier 2 over this for some continuation. For those of you who were in the AMGN calls with me, nice move. I turned it into a spread towards at some point today. I made up for my Twitter calls. So one good, one bad. So then you better make money trading, because I'm not making money with these option tickets because you win one, you lose one. This one was a nice one. This covered the Twitter loss. But anyway, it's up a little bit after hours to see how it reacts. Big move priced in. I wouldn't be chasing it tomorrow, but it still has some room here. If you remember, about a week ago, I talked about the bios playing catch up. Ooh, I caught it. Look. Anyway, there's a fly in here. And, the IBBs broke that downtrend, and, hopefully you guys caught it. It was a great trade. Wish I would have stayed with it a little bit more than I did, but there was money there. Here is, here was your breaking of the downtrend right there. And then remember that day that Guild and Celgene came out? Well, it held, and now it took back the 200-day and looks pretty good. Looks like it can make even more continuation. So lots of healthy rotation if you're looking for setups versus looking for tops. Facebook blew out numbers. Unfortunately, I didn't do an option play here. I wonder what Citron's doing. They've been bashing this thing now for about a month. But anyway, here you are. I believe it's north of 130 right now. I would not be buying it now after hours or shorting it. I actually caught a cute short before I came in here from 133 down to 130. But anyway, we're at all-time highs here, guys. Congratulations. If you're a long-term investor, congratulations. If you sat through this thing for a few years in an IRA or a long-term account, you've got a 2-time or 3-time or 4-timer. That can happen in the stock market. You can make a lot of money in the stock market if you find the right vehicle and you stay with it and you follow your rules. And then you could find the stock like this that's on my Redler All Access note every single day and trade it based on chart patterns. You go back to the chart here, Facebook. I remember this was a nice trade for us when it regrouped and took back the 8 and the 21-day moving average right there. Then it did it again right here, okay, and then held in there, and now all of a sudden you're at high. So you did have some nice active trades here into here. Ooh, there's that. Here into there, and then, and then it held again the 8-day, and there you go, and now you're at highs. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll have a new plan tomorrow. Twitter, unfortunately, didn't execute. Obviously, shows you how a company could execute, like Facebook, Twitter. Maybe the CEO shouldn't be CEO of two companies. It didn't hold. The 50-day closed on the dead lows. It's going to need a lot of work to do. I did not trade it once. I lost my money in the calls, and it is what it is. I guess we'll see tomorrow what happens here. If it gets some kind of red dog reversal around, today's low, you could write this down, 1569, but pretty gross and no reason to be overly enamored with it. And that's that. Okay, lots of earnings tomorrow. You have Amazon, you have Google. Today, the Fed day is behind us. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Sometimes you get a trend day. At this point, with the consolidation that's been happening, let's hope it's to the upside. That would make more sense than, all of a sudden, hitting these things tomorrow and not giving anyone a chance who've been trying to position during a consolidation for upside versus, the fast and furious move, which was harder. That's a problem I think lately that traders are having is now this fast and furious move that we catch the first third of it, and then and then more happens, and then the second third of it, everyone tries to short it, and then you make peanuts and you lose on that one, and then it goes sideways, and then you're like, okay, now I want to buy some type of great pattern, and then all of a sudden you don't get that next move. So we'll see what happens tomorrow if we get that next move. Have a good day. I'll see you at the morning call.